Hello and welcome to another episode of Barrow Has No Fucking Clips, so welcome to a filler Monday morning Barrow. We're gonna get straight into the thing that I want to discuss today. Right now, I'm pretty sure I'm only gonna be answering two of the questions that I've gotten, because the first one here is gonna be a while, and the second one actually could be as well. So I didn't just get back, but we just went ahead and watched Star Wars, the last one, Rise of Skywalker. And I'm not gonna give away spoilers or anything about what happens in the film. That one I will not touch. But the question was, out of the 9 episodes, what would you rank them 1 through 9? So that's gonna be, the biggest part of this Monday Morning Barrow. And I just want to see what other people have on their 1 through 9, because I know mine is going to piss some people off, like, horrendously, because one of the most loved ones is, like, one of my least favorite. And one of the most hated ones is one of my favorite. So it's weird, because you gotta remember, I was born in 1990, so I was not obviously around when the original trilogy was fresh and new. So this is how I would go. First off, the worst one by far is fucking number 8, The Last Jedi. I mean, if you are a Star Wars fan, there's any other Star Wars movie that's on this list. Even my next hated most, you could say you liked it, and, I could disagree, and we could go back and forth. But The Last Jedi, I will fight tooth and nail to talk about how bad that fucking movie was. How horrendous that movie was, and why basically Rise of Skywalker wasn't that good in comparison because of this movie. The fucking Last Jedi is god fucking awful. Rian Johnson did a horrendous job, if you ask me. And I know as far as it's his own take, and he's more than welcome to that, but I feel like he really ruined the fucking the trilogy. This second trilogy, or the trilogy that just ended in this era now, yeah, it's definitely the worst out of the 3 in terms of trilogy-wise. But that is by far the worst fucking Star Wars movie. And it's not only the worst Star Wars movie, it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. That's how bad it is. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I will never see Last Jedi again. Ever. I will never see Last Jedi again. Every other movie I will rewatch. Every other one. That one I will never watch again, because it is horrible what happened in that movie in terms of, it's just stupid. The second worst one for me was Attack of the Clones, number 2. And in Attack of the Clones, I felt like there was not enough progression in that movie, and I felt like in that movie itself, I honestly don't remember it too well, because I think I've only seen that one twice. And you know what, I take it back. I'll never watch this movie again either. So Last Jedi is not the only one I will never watch. Attack of the Clones, I'll never watch again. Episode 2, I'll never watch. I've only watched it, I want to say twice. I did not like Attack of the Clones. And of course, it's not fresh in my memory, because to tell you why I disliked it. One of the big reasons why I disliked it is because I'm a big lightsaber person. And there was, I want to say there was only one lightsaber fight in number 2 that I can recollect. I could be incorrect. I'm pretty sure that's when Yoda got his lightsaber fight was in number 2. I could be wrong, it's Count Dooku. But Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker versus Count Dooku, and it's literally just watching the lights flash on their faces. It's like, what the fuck was that? Attack of the Clones was bad. I didn't like Attack of the Clones. Number 7, in terms of worst one, so the third worst one, is probably one of the most beloved ones that everyone loves, Empire Strikes Back. Number 5. And I want to say the reason why, yes, the reveal at the end, Darth Vader being Luke Skywalker's father, is obviously one of the greatest moments in cinema history. But the rest of the film doesn't do it for me. It feels like I don't like Luke on the Dagobah system. I don't like Luke training with Yoda. I feel like it takes way too long, and I'm bored during it. And whenever I watch Empire Strikes Back, I fast forward through that. Because I'm bored. I'm bored watching Luke on Dagobah. Obviously, Empire Strikes Back have a lot of good things. We're to the movies where, I'll rewatch them. But now I'm just, being nitpicky in terms of the 6. So Empire Strikes Back, that's my third worst, if you ask me. Now we're on to the next one. So let's just say this one is number 6 on the list. That would be the latest one, Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker was I really felt nothing for it. And honestly, Empire Strikes Back and Rise of Skywalker could switch and probably should switch. But right now, again, I can't tell you why Rise of Skywalker just beat out Empire Strikes Back, because there's one good thing in that movie that I really liked, but I don't want to say it because obviously it's still fresh, and probably a lot of people haven't seen it, so I'm not going to give any spoilers on that one. But that would be number 6 for me. Number 5 would be Force Awakens. Force Awakens, starting off the new trilogy that we just recently had. I enjoyed Force Awakens. Yeah, it was a bunch of nostalgia with Harrison Ford, Chewbacca obviously coming back. That big scene with Ben Solo and obviously Harrison Ford on the Sky Bridge kind of deal when, Kylo basically kills Harrison Ford. Introducing Finn. I think Finn was the most Rey was a great character at the beginning of the film, and it was kind of shocking and to see that Rey is actually the one that's going to be the Jedi in this, because during the trailers you always thought Finn was going to be, and I was cool with that when I got out of Force Awakens. I was like, I remember me and my big brother Revan talking. We're like, whoa, dude, that's fucking awesome. We thought it was going to be Finn, and actually Finn gets taken out in the last battle, so it's actually Rey who is the one who we're going to continue with her journey. But I felt Rey just became way too overpowered. She never ever got hurt in the films, and her story arc itself with her parents and everything, I didn't really connect that well with, probably because it wasn't told very well because of Last Jedi. But Finn's storyline of being a stormtrooper, then getting out of becoming a stormtrooper, becoming force sensitive. Oh shit, some stuff happened in the last one, and I thought it was a really, really good starting of a new trilogy, kind of where they don't take a lot of risk. They just do a lot of nostalgia feel to it. But overall, I enjoyed it. I thought Force Awakens was a good movie. And everyone that I talk to doesn't like Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren, believe it or not, is my second favorite character in the entire Star Wars franchise. Yeah, he's my second favorite character in the entire Star Wars franchise. I loved Kylo Ren in Force Awakens. Why? Everyone called him a whiny son of a bitch. For me, we always see these light people who, I'm sorry, wait. What am I trying to say? We always see these dark people trying to become light at the end of it, or vice versa. But we've never seen someone who was good who wants to be bad. And you always see people who are bad who want to be good, but they can't do it. They just can't do it. He is a good person, but he wants to be bad. Even though, wait, was that Last Jedi? Yeah, that was Last Jedi. Last Jedi was when Luke wanted to kill Ben Solo just because he sensed that he could be bad, even though his fucking father destroyed planets of millions of billions of people. But, the fact that Ben Solo may do something, yeah, he deserves to die in his sleep. So that would be number 5. Number 4 is Episode 4, New Hope. And the reason why, again, I didn't grow up with these films, so that's why these ones are not over the others that are still to come. A New Hope, I haven't watched it in a while, but obviously The New Hope to me was the second best of those ones, because the one right next to it, there's nothing much I have to say about New Hope. Obviously the introduction of all the characters, Luke, Han, Leia, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi, by the way, is my favorite character in the Star Wars franchise, not due to Ewan McGregor in episodes 1 through 3. Ewan McGregor's a god, and I can't wait for the Obi-Wan series on Disney Plus. That's gonna be amazing, if you ask me. The next one would be the third best, would be Return of the Jedi, because that goes ahead and culminates the original trilogy with Luke versus Darth Vader with the Emperor. Sure, it was quote unquote predictable what essentially would happen, that you figured Darth Vader would go ahead and come back to the light side. I don't feel like Darth Vader deserved to be, as a ghost with Yoda, with Obi-Wan. I don't think he deserved that fact. That's the one thing about Return of the Jedi I don't like, is the fact that Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, he was a bad motherfucker. He was not a good person. And he was allowed to become one with the Force after all the shit he did just because he saved his son. And yes, he did go ahead and, I guess the way you look at it, maybe that he, helped defeat the Sith that given moment, but he helped create the Sith. So I disagree with that. That's my one big gripe with Return of the Jedi. I think Darth Vader, once he died in Luke's hands, that should have been the end of him. He should never have become one with the Force. And I can't talk about obviously what happened in Rise of the Skywalker because obviously it's a spoiler. But I don't think he deserved to have a voice in there either. Even though he's an iconic character. Do not get me wrong, but he does not deserve to have that spot. He doesn't deserve it. Number 2 is actually Phantom Menace. And I know a lot of people hated Phantom Menace. A lot of people hate Phantom Menace. I love Qui-Gon Jinn. Fucking love Qui-Gon Jinn. At the moment, Liam Neeson, I have a man crush on Liam Neeson now because of the Taken franchise. But then, which is why I probably like that movie a little bit more than I did when it first came out, even though I did like it because I love Darth Maul. Darth Maul was a badass, dude. The fucking double-bladed lightsaber. I remember seeing that for the first time. Like, holy shit, you got a double blade. I mean, fucking Darth Maul's a badass. Ewan McGregor's first time as Obi-Wan. Fucking, I loved Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. The only part of Phantom Menace I did not like was when they were on Tatooine with the racing. That part I always fast forward. I don't really care for that part. It's relatively boring. But the best one, and this is not even close, and I know a lot of people don't agree. The best one, and it's not even close. Revenge of the Sith. Number 3 is the greatest Star Wars movie. And yes, I'm going to be biased, or I'm not being biased, but it's just for one fact alone. Anakin Skywalker versus Obi-Wan Kenobi is not only the greatest fight in Star Wars history, it's one of the greatest fights in cinema history. Fucking that fight was amazing! You can't tell me as a Star Wars fan, yes, we knew what the outcome would be, but as a Star Wars fan, when fucking Obi-Wan gets on Padme's ship and he follows her to Mustafar, and then when Padme gets off the ship, sees Anakin, and then they see each other, and then Obi-Wan comes off the ship, and you're like, oh, here we go! Because he goes, you brought him here to kill me. And then, that iconic scene. I love the shot they did where you see Anakin's face like right here and you see Obi-Wan back here. And I have brought peace and power and, security to my new empire. I'm for the Republic. And then, only a Sith deals in absolute. Fuck. Don't make me kill you. But only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do as I must. You will try. And then right when there's a lot of cool things in Revenge. Now, the whole killing younglings, that was pretty bad. That was a horrible line. But dude, Anakin versus Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's the greatest one, dude. That is the greatest one. It was so fucking amazing. I loved Revenge of the Sith. Again, you knew the ending to it. You knew what was going to happen. It was that fight. That fight was amazing. And again, that's the only thing I'm going to talk about right now. There was a question from Misfit I was going to answer as well, but actually that one is going to be a long one too. So I'm going to answer that one next week because this one's already been 13 minutes and 30 seconds on the one question. And that question could be a whole episode in itself as well. So that's all going to be it for Monday Morning Barrow because this has already been way too fucking long. But again, my list as the greatest Star Wars movie is Revenge of the Sith. Then you have The Phantom Menace. Then you got Return of the Jedi, A New Hope, Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker, Empire Strikes Back. Those two can go back and forth. Attack of the Clones, definitely number 8. It's bad. I don't like Attack of the Clones. But the absolute worst one is The Last Jedi. And if I had to rank the trilogies, for me, the prequels are my favorite. Even though I hate number 2. But number 3 and number 1, like you saw, are my 2 favorites. So I would rate the prequels as the best. And I grew up with the prequels. That's why. I know everyone says the original trilogy. The original trilogy is number 2. This last trilogy obviously has to be the worst. Just because The Last Jedi. Like, Attack of the Clones was bad. It was bad. But it did not destroy the prequels. The Last Jedi not only destroyed that trilogy, it almost, if not, destroyed the entire lore over 9 episodes. It was so fucking bad. Thank you so much for watching. My Niners won last night on Saturday night, and the Seahawks fucking lost today. Like, obviously it doesn't matter, but Fuck, if we would have beat Atlanta last week, we'd be number one already. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a fucking fantastic day. I will see you next time.